Hey Villafam! Welcome back to another Let's Chat with Two Village Girls. I'm Angie.
And I'm Serena. Today we'll be talking about being young Black women in childcare.
Yeah. Yeah, so guys, it's been, I have a short time in childcare. She has so much longer. I think I just finished my probation period in childcare at the census, so. Yeah, and also a quick update because Serena did want me to update you guys.
Oh, yeah.
I am now currently an infant teacher, so I have my own classroom and stuff. I have my little 3 students, my little babies, and it's been I want to say it's been a little roller coaster, but we'll do a little short story time on that later. But yeah, so it's been, I don't know what to call it because it hasn't been hard or anything. It's just different, I guess. It's something I'm still like getting used to, but one thing is just like I have a baby that's he's about to turn 1, but it's his mom like first time like having a child and the first time in centers, and like I just feel like since it's her first time, she isn't used to like certain things that may like just go on in a center. And since I am an infant teacher, I'm usually going to get like those children or those parents who are typically their first time like at the center as well.
Yeah.
So for instance, yeah, like my baby that's turning 1, is a lot of things like just a lot of different questions. She like to ask me like at the end of the day at dismissal, and she would just ask me. I just feel like I would be interrogated just because like I don't know. I just because to me I feel like it's just because I'm young, and so she asked me so many questions like how long have you been working here? How long have you been teaching? Do you teach him anything? It's just I know she wants to know because as a parent like I feel like I would want to know too. But to me, I just felt like it was just because I'm young. And like, I really don't look like I'm 23. I look probably younger. And like a lot of people, I don't know, think that young people I don't want to say that we don't know enough, but like, I feel like they don't think we're qualified enough to be able to watch their child. And honestly, I don't feel like that's true. I feel like we are able to take in a lot more, I want to say like different ways to handle things. Like I feel like they're so stuck. I want to say the older generation is just so stuck in what they're used to, if you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. There's just like this generation of doing this way, and then you've learned like there's this way and this way. Like there's multiple ways.
Yeah. Like it don't have to be like just one way to get that child to act how you want them to act, you know? Like we have a couple different troubled children in our center, and I just feel like if I was the teacher, I would handle it a little differently than like what the teacher is doing, you know, now, so to say. And it's just because I'm younger, and I feel like those techniques that they have been using, obviously, to me, aren't working. So obviously, I need to do different things, try different things, and also it's just trial and error. Like you just basically like try different things until you find something that works.
Yeah, exactly. But unfortunately, there's always going to be that parent. Some parent that wants to know every single detail.
Yeah.
It's good to know, but I mean, hopefully we reach a point where like our age doesn't like become a problem or isn't a problem anymore.
Yeah.
Like why?
I do overthink a lot, so I could have read it wrong, but I do feel like even like with the scratch on his face, like I told you that the scratch on his face, he had like a little scratch on his face, but I didn't like all through the morning. I did not see it all morning, but I saw it in the afternoon. So like when she picked him up, I'm just like, I hope the scratch was here before he came here, blah blah blah. Do you know where it came from? And she's just like, no, So what happened? And I'm like, I just told you I really don't know what happened. Like, one of the kids could have scratched him during play. He could have scratched himself while he was crying. Anything could have really happened. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
And she literally said, okay. So I thought like everything was going to be okay. But no, and literally like a minute later, she called my supervisor. And I'm just like, oh, I'm ready to get in trouble. So I just started panicking because, like, now my boss involved when you could have just, like, continued the conversation with me because I'm the teacher. I'm in the classroom. Like, I can handle what you're going to say to me just like
Exactly.
my supervisor was. Like, all she did was tell me the same exact thing you said, like, to make sure that your child isn't, like, I don't know, like, playing too rough with the kids and stuff like that. I mean, I try my best, but, you know, they're kids.
Kids, yeah.
So,
I think my biggest struggle working like as a black woman, as a young black woman, is that so I work in like a Title I school here in Maryland, which is like high poverty areas, those who are like lower income. And we do a lot for like the children in our schools. I'm sure I've talked about this on previous episodes, but we provide lunches for free for all students. And that goes for like even during the summer, we provide lunches and breakfast, I think, from the first day of the summer period until the first day of the next school year. And we provide like school supplies, and we go visit the families and meet the families before school starts and give them all their school supplies and get them like really ready. I think my like biggest struggle is trying to like not personalize like what these kids are going through, because there's a lot of like young black children, and they talk about like the teachers all know their parents. Some of them are like coming from like backgrounds of like jails, foster care, single family homes, like outside of their parents' homes. Like there's so many different backgrounds and different things, and I feel like I personalize that and try and go above and beyond to help these kids and really like push them to like move forward and like really connect with these families, because a lot of these families treat us like we're just daycare. Like these families aren't personable. They don't want to talk to me. They don't want to get to know me. I'm just kind of their daycare worker. And it's like, it's not beneficial to these kids. And a lot of these things, like these families just don't know that there are like resources and opportunities to get them on the right track. And so being like a black woman in this situation is just like, I see these and it breaks my heart, because I'm just like, we need to uplift each other. We need to push each other, because we're already seen as like the lower part of society, and knowing that these people are like struggling and going through these things and being in the school setting, I feel like I get judged a lot for, I feel like in a lot of cases, like these parents don't want to talk to me, but they'll talk to like my counterpart, my teacher who happens to be white. They'll talk to her and associate with her, but they won't really talk to me. And there's only one family that of one of my students that actually like talks to me and asks me how their kid's doing and what's really going on in the classroom, and how she can like help me help her child. And it's just like having that kind of relationship, and it just, I wish that more parents were involved with the teachers. And in my case, like with me, I feel like there's not enough representation, because when I started at this school in December, I was the only like black person in the school that I knew for months. And then I found out that there's a black substitute teacher, but other than that, it's just me. So feeling like there wasn't enough representation for these young black kids coming into the school, I felt like there's like this duty, essentially. I've taken on this role of trying to be that black role model for these kids, because they come to school, they see all these other things happening with like they don't see anyone that looks like them. So having these kids that come up to me and they'll hug me and they get to know me, and it's just like, it just makes me happy, because I'm like, there needs to be more diversity, more culture here.
I don't know. In my senses, most of us, all of us, are black. So I really don't have that much of a problem. But there are like, you know, with like this one of, I think the teacher in the 2-year-old one, she has like one of the baby girls and the 2-year-old speak, you know, I think they're Jamaican, so they, you know, speak a little different language at home. So she, I think the parent wrote down like some things, some translations down for her, so that she'll be able to, you know, say stuff to the kid in that language. But other than that, like, I feel like it's just us, you know, us black people there. So I don't really have that issue. I just have the issue of like being young, because I'm younger than literally all of the teachers there. I'm the youngest of all the teachers, and they all are qualified. They have all of the like stuff, and I'm just like starting out. So I feel like I don't want to say behind, but just less qualified than them, because they have all that stuff. But at the same time, I feel like I'm ready, because y'all know my biggest dream is to open up my daycare center. I just feel like I'm ready to. And so like this opportunity, like so far I definitely like have been enjoying it, but I feel like I'm just ready to be on my own. Like when I decided to go to a daycare center after my nanny experience, I wanted to go there to experience like having been able to be with more than one child, because when I was nanny, I was only with one child.
Yeah.
Majority of the time. And so with going to the center, I knew that I would be able to be with, you know, more than one child, and see how that is, how I can deal with that and stuff like that. And like at first I was having a great time, because I was in there and I was basically like an aide with like the 3 and 4-year-olds and stuff like that. And I was like basically learning from my co-teacher, and it was fun. But then like once I got into the infant room, it was kind of like I was by myself, and it was just like it's different than being in there with the 3 and 4-year-olds, because they're babies, and it's they on different schedules, like different sleeping or different bottles, or it's like a lot of different things. And technically I learned how to like schedule my day around it, basically. Like I learned I feel like I've been in there for like a month maybe, and I feel like I learned how to like be able to schedule like my time around the babies, and making sure that they sleep, eat, and like making sure that they're good. So I feel like now I'm just ready to be able to just go and take that and do what I like, take what I learned and show it, basically, and continue to grow from there. Like I'm ready to be on my own now.
True.
But I feel like that's what I struggle with the most, because I don't know if I'm rushing it, but I'm just ready to be on my own. Like this 3 months, I'm good, cool. That's good. Like I'm ready to go forward now.
And show that you can be young and still make it.
Because I definitely will. And I mean, I definitely can, and I definitely will.
Period. Yep. As for me, I'm making my dent. This is my first time working in a public school setting, so, and I've only worked half the school year. I was at a different job the start of the school year, so I've only worked this half. But I've learned so many different things. I've seen enough, or not enough. I've seen a lot of different things that I plan on, like, I've learned from and plan on implementing or bringing into the next school year. Early. I'll be there from the beginning of the school year to help me build those relationships with those families from the very beginning. So that way we can get on the same page of what we want for their child in terms of pre-K and just learning and growing with us.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Overall, I feel like just working in childcare Like, there's always going to be those ups and downs. There's always going to be some kind of challenges. Fortunately, I work with a great team of people that have always been supportive. I'm sure you feel the same way about your team.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, it's just working our way through societal standards and proving that we are capable, really.
Because we are. We are very
That
capable.
we are. But yeah, thanks for joining us for a quick Let's Chat. If you guys have any questions about like what we've experienced in childcare, let us know in the comments below.
Yep.
And we'll see you guys next time. Bye.